Howdy Crystal Conclave, it's NESHY, and what happened at the Latin America Remote Duel YCS? Well, this is the breakdown. We have 15 tiers, 7 sprites, 6 flu in top cut, and 4 other rogue decks. One of them is Mathmech, Pure, and the other Crystal Beast Mathmech. What the heck? How does that work? Let's look at the list. Now, shout out to Luis Carlos, the pilot who took this all the way to top 8 in the Remote Duel YCS. I'll go ahead and show you the combo of what this deck does and what the combo is, but this list could use some work, honestly. I mean, you got some nombos in this. I mean, Shifter, why are you trying to do that when you're trying to circular combo? Why are you trying to TC Boo in your circular combo? Now, I understand tier is very expensive in Latin America, especially Brazil. So it's expected to play against a lot of flu, so there can be only one is just a house against flu. Luis even said that in his deck profile. But we can optimize this and make it just a little bit better. Let's go check out what we crafted up. This list looks a lot more clean. You don't have so many conflicting cards. We still have the chance to Necro Valley in this deck, but before I go ahead and talk through the deck profile, let's show you the 1-card combo. Pegasus is a 1-card combo in this deck, and it is insane. Here we go. All you need is 1 Pegasus in the deck. Pegasus and a Xena, special summon Eagle, add Rainbow Dragon, you know the deal. Summon Alimbertion. Alimbertion detaches suit 2 to search Circular. Circular dumps Sigma. Sigma summons itself. We're going to lock ourselves into Cybers right here. And on summon, Circular searches Super Factorial. No equation needed in this. We're going to link into Link Disciple and Link Devotee. Alimbertion contribute the Devotee in order to summon back any Mathmech from our graveyard. We're going to summon Circular. Devotee, since it was tributed while it was culling, summon 2 tokens. We're going to link our Disciple and our Alimbertion into Cyber's Wicked. So Wicked, when a monster is summoned to it, Cyber specifically, we can banish the Cybers from our graveyard, search for a Cyber. So we're just going to link one of the tokens in a Lingaribo, banish Disciple to add Diameter from our deck to our hand. We're going to link the extra token and the Lingaribo into, what the heck, Code Talker Inverted. When he's link summoned, I can special summon a Cybers from my hand to a zone it points to. We're going to special summon Diameter from our hand, and then link those 2 into IP. So we have Wicked, Code Talker Inverted, and IP Masquerena, and a Super Factorial, all off of 1 Pegasus. During our opponent's turn, we can activate the Super Factorial, quick Xyz into a Mathmech monster, with 3 of our Mathmechs in the graveyard. It's pretty much like a Tri-Brigade Revolt. We're going to overlay those 3 into Laplation. He's a Trish for some reason. Send a random card from our opponent's hand to the graveyard, send a monster from our opponent controls to the graveyard, and send a spell trap our opponent controls to grave. Detach 3 to do all of that, and he has a walking negate thanks to our Diameter. People forget about this, but Laplation during the turn he's link summoned is an Omni negate if he's summoned with Diameter as material, so that's kind of crazy. On top of all of that, we can IP effect summon Apo for 3 during our opponent's turn, if that's not enough. Or if you want to be even more based, we can instead summon Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Let's go. If our opponent controls a card, we can IP effect link our 3 monsters off into Underworld Goddess. Insane. Now let's go ahead and go back to that deck profile. So this deck is aimed to use that 1-card Pegasus, but we're also just playing 3 Circulars. Circular in this deck is basically like Fusion Destiny, and then Pegasus can make Verte, essentially is how you can think about it. So Circular is Fusion Destiny, but Pegasus is our way to make Verte by going into the Alimbertion, which searches Circular. So that's a neat way to think about it, but you know, it's standard Conclave control with the Eagle, and we're playing a bigger Mathmech package than Louise played, adding in the 2 other Circulars and the 1 Diameter. We're playing Bestials because you play tier at some point at someone's locals. And we're going to also play 1 Bond, because 1 Bond is all you need with 3 goods. We have so many ways to get Pegasus that, you know, goods is just amazing at being able to search Necro Valley and Zombie World. So we are siding the Shifters, but we still have the ability to Necro Valley people out of the game. And we have Zombie World for those pesky flu players. Prosperity conflicts with the Link Disciple, but that's fine. We don't need to use Disciple effect. As you saw in the combo, we used Alimbertion to tribute the Link Devotee. Standard Conclave stuff, I mean, the Awakening, just amazing in the grind game. Bridge to search all of it. Bridge of the Heart, best card in the deck. We have Conclave, other best card in the deck. One Miracle is all you really need, and the one Salvation, the one Super Factorial. No equation. We don't want a whole lot of bricks in this deck. One brick is enough. This is also kind of a brick. And kind of this, depending on how you open. One cool thing to note, if you open the Sigma, it can actually summon itself from the hand, and you can dump Diameter with Circular, and then you don't need to search Diameter anymore with the combo. Extra deck you kind of all saw. Dweller and Lightning Chidori are rank 4 toolbox choices. We also have the ability to update Jammer, Transcode Talker, and Access Code. So if you don't know the combo, if you have 3 monsters, 3 cybers, you can go link 2 of them into Update Jammer, link the Update Jammer and one of the other monsters into Transcode, Transcode bring back the Update Jammer, and then link those into Access Code, boosting up to 5300, and then using the Update Jammer effect to make it attack twice for a hefty 10,600. A great way to play around Circular's restriction, because Circular lets you only attack with 1 monster for that turn, but Access Code and Update Jammer really do make a way. So some of the spice I want to talk about, Swords of Concealing Light, shoutouts to Skyhawk. This card is the card of choice over Book of Eclipse, because in a control deck like Conclave Control, our removal is better over the course of multiple turns, like Bridge of the Heart, Conclave. We have lots of spot removal over the course of a couple turns, so we wouldn't mind taking a couple turns. Otherwise, we have to, normal Pegasus, if we Book of Eclipse, we have to pretty much Zeus the field in order to stop our opponent from drawing a bunch of cards. So that's why Swords of Concealing is a little better over Eclipse, specifically for this deck. But with the Mathmechs, things change a little bit. Maybe we do want to go ahead and Access Code, wipe our opponent's monsters, and then swing in for a bunch. But yeah, that's the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed that cool little combo. And hey, maybe Mathmech might be the way to go for Conclave Control heading down the road. But until next time, I'll catch you guys in Photon Hypernova, because, man, if I got some spice for you, Crystal Cash, gonna be the wave. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.